We have lunch to up at.
Yes, we can probably right now.
Hi,
Can I
ma'am.
get some water or something?
How are you today?
We just bought this many arrangements together to have over by Wednesday.
Ooh, yeah, she just fixed her cars.
There is absolutely nowhere in here that I feel like I'm not in the way.
I need to like look up.
Why are we on this? Wait, we're being live streamed?
I think so.
Right? And you see it on the
I looked over and saw myself. I'm like,
Hit the escape
no,
button.
that's not right.
So move the cursor to the right, and you'll see it over here. And it'll be up at the top on the second tab, I believe.
Yeah, I was like,
This is deeply confusing, but
Yay!
That's
Love him.
the pocket pussy series.
where is
like traditionally that's like
this is so ridiculous to do this.
that's like
It depends on where you are too.
You want to hold this box when I do my reading? I'm going to drop face into it. Sure, I'll hold it. Probably I'll have you stand like out here. I'll probably stand right here.
And then see it. What you do
Is the reading going to be up here? Yeah. I caught it into the shoe.
Yay!
Here or I use the library. Library now.
oh, or check that email.
I have a reading. There's actually 4.
And is there any way to
No. No big deal.
If I might have your attention, please. Your attention, please. With a wave of my hand, I'm going to start the Zine Readings. Welcome all. This is the Zine Readings brought in by the Media Nashville Poetry Library. I'm Samuel. There's Matt. And we'll have a group of, I believe, 9 readers, last I checked, reading from those zines. So some of the zines to share. If you'd like to pass around your zine before reading from it, go ahead. I will be projecting everyone's zine that's been sent onto the screen here. Does anyone have any questions before we get started? Each person will have a maximum of 15 minutes, but I don't think that will take that long. Yeah, take your time.
Is there a list that we can see the order?
I don't mean to keep it from you, but I can at least show one thing on the screen line, but I can read out the orders if you want. And I'm in here too, actually. So, yes. Yeah, first is going to be Lisa Abel or Abel.
Abel.
Abel. Okay, thank you. Sorry
Hi,
about that.
everybody. Siobhan is my box holder. Thank you.
Okay, so Lisa will be reading lessons from Lilith. Lisa's, actually, you should say anything about yourself that you want to before you start. Just procedures. Give me a significant look, or like wave at me when you want to move the slides. I'll move the slides.
Okay. This is Lessons from Lilith. Lilith was Adam's first wife, but she didn't like the job. She refused to lay underneath him, and she ran away from Eden. So she came to me one day and gave me these lessons. The art is by Melissa Willis. Raise your hand, Melissa. Yay. Okay, so the first slide was upside down. That's the last slide. The first slide is a piece of art by Melissa Willis with a raccoon face.
And we go down. We'll click. Yeah, hold on.
All right.
Yay.
Okay, now it needs to go back. I don't know how far. Looks like it's the first and last page there.
I know it's she's going to be in print order. I can. Is there a way to view it as just single page? I think there's some way to view it.
Melissa, show them which one's the first one.
That's Penny's.
No, Penny's is not the first one.
It's
The raccoon.
That one.
Raccoon.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, it's not the top page, but it is the first page.
Yeah, I might just have to wing it.
And she's saying, no, you're pretty and he's ugly. All right, now you can go to the next page. This chapter is for sisters, women, housewives, bachelorettes, and everybody in the LGBTQ plus salad bowl. We're the ones who think we have to do things the hard way or that we have to do all the social engineering. Have you ever noticed that most men find an easy way to do something? Well, they discuss business, they play golf or relax with a beer. They delegate to you and everyone else in your family things called chores. They get the easy ones like take out the trash or pick up milk on the way home. Regardless of their level of acuity regarding fair share duties, they also manage to act, well, quite frankly, helpless. So I suggest you start butching it. Get rid of everything in your kitchen that is excess. I mean everything. The only essential household items you really need are a can opener, a multi-tool, one spatula, one cooking spoon, one knife. That's it, okay? Then go to your closet and pick out one sweater, one jacket, one each of boots, sneakers, and a fancy shoe. Undies and socks to last for 2 to 4 weeks, your choice. One party dress, 5 t-shirts, 3 shorts. That's it. That's all you need. Okay? Throw everything else out. Where's my stuff? Here it is. Throw everything else out. Or stuff it in a box. Seriously. Okay? Then you need the ultimate bedding. That makes you sleep like a baby. If you end up being alone in the bed, so that might be a good thing. Get a room of your own. If that is not possible, a desk of your own of whatever size you can manage. So don't fill it up yet. And finally, a large bag of rags that you made from t-shirts. That's it, folks. You don't need much else. Except for a plunger for the toilet, of course. All right. And maybe one for washing stuff in the kitchen sink. So that you don't have to go to the laundromat all the time. So you know whose job that is, right? Okay. Next, go through all your personal belongings and get rid of everything that makes you feel awful about you. If you have 30 pairs of jeans or too many shirts, just pare it down to last for 1 or 2 weeks without going to the laundry. Whether it's an old love letter or retinol or something that just makes you feel awful about yourself, throw it in the box. Okay? Just get rid of it. Now that you've gotten rid of all that, look around at all these tchotchkes. Oh my God, tchotchkes. Pick an amount of time, say 1 month, that you put tchotchkes in things that cause you extra work, things that you do not use each and every day or every week, and put it in a box. See the box? Put it in the box. Put it in the box. Box. Just put it in the box. That's right. Throw a tablecloth over it or just put it out on the curb. It's up to you, right? Okay. Now that you've got rid of all that, now we're going to go to the next chapter, which is a little heavier. It's called Tears of the Patriarchy. If you have fallen for the patriarchal trap of agonizing about whether or not you'll need something later, or whether or not you're hurting someone's feelings, etc., just shove it in a box for God's sake. Okay? How many times do I have to say it? Even if you don't have room to store it, you can throw a tablecloth or something. This is what we call freedom. You don't have to be the one that carries tissues and Band-Aids and stuff in your purse. Just carry a wallet. Yeah, when he asks for a Band-Aid, tell him to go in the store and get one. Okay? And now on to the next chapter. The next chapter is ourselves, the basic unit of life in prison. Right there, yeah. And that's artwork by Melissa Willis over here. Raise your hand. So we're on to some fun things you can do when you have all that free time because you're not dusting tchotchkes. My state ID says Tennessee. Our public property is for all to see, but don't touch. This park is for everyone but me. I am a deer trapped on an island, surrounded by deadly howling missiles. Seeking escape from coyote, I run. Seek refuge in the park, have a little nap, and get a felony. Like a turtle crossing the freeway, my chances are slim. I sleep in the ditch like my English ancestors, thrown there by private property lords. My tent might be missing a stitch or two, and now I must pay for what's already ours. So the land that we own, is it really ours? A mother lets her baby sleep in her arms in the park. To whom does the felony go? This land that is ours is not really ours. Our rights picked down to the bone. Can you put the heavy load down now? Can I read you a couple more poems? Are you up for it? All right, here's another poem. Next page. Oh, wait, there it is. That one. It's hard to read, so I'm going to read it to you. A single atom learned to speak. I heard her, went to her, magnetized to a blue spun ball, deliciously blended with the rich earth of 1 billion galaxies. The swooning perfume of 1,000 pollens, worked through granite the sweetest waters. Entangled, I remain. You want 2 more?
You have 15 minutes. By more, you started at 45, and we're only at 52, so we have until.
Okay, I'll give you 2 more poems.
Sure.
Okay. Aloft. Embraced like a mild summer day after the fiercest of storms, a circle of warm, kind smiles. Fists bump, elbows graze, heads nod. We head over to the pool, bobbing, limping, wheeling, hobbling, humping, flapping, mincing, gambling. Splish, splash, into the pool we go, laughing, weaving. It's like a bathtub full of toys for grown-ups with your friends. We survived the storm. Now we flock together, holding each other aloft. Mystery reason my artist put this in here. You want to explain yourself, Melissa?
Not really.
A girl is called a maid or a maiden. A girl is sometimes called to do her work. Well, once you've thrown all that stuff in a box, that's, it's moot. Okay. All right, pennies. Cranes hover above the skyline. Red, yellow, blue, arms waving slow, delicately searching. No matter how many pennies we throw at them, we must run far from home. Thank you very much.
Well, as a fan of esoteric biblical trivia myself, I knew that would be good based on the title, so thank you very much. Okay, our next one will be APCOMFORT, also known as APCOMFORT, also known as not APCOMFORT. Find yours.
Y'all come into the kitchen because this is a comic. You need the visuals.
Yeah. Comfort, singles cowbird.
Unless you don't want to see it.
What?
Whatever.
Anything you want to say about yourself before you start out?
I wrote this like a year ago after I was crashing out about this bird. When I was driving to Kentucky with not actually my stepdad. And he was like, maybe you should write that down and make it into a comic, and then I did.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Cowbird, based on real events.
Ooh, I love that.
There was a Carolina wren who made a nest in a 5-gallon bucket. It had been growing, that I had been growing horseradish in, right under the grapes. The mama wren scared me good when I moved some of the leaves back. And then there is a cow, horseradish, an average-sized cowbird egg, and an average wren egg. Aw, man, it's out of order. God damn it.
Pages are up order.
Anyway, don't worry about that. It's right in this.
Is it the next?
No, that's fine. Just stay there. There was no way in hell that little bird laid that big old egg. And then there's stats. I'm not reading all that. Okay, go next. Okay, it's all right.
Okay.
Y'all ever heard about cowbirds? I haven't. And then there's more stats. Cowbirds are fucking assholes. They're not even supposed to be here.
Curse loud here.
I'm not supposed to cuss.
Yeah, we can all cuss.
Okay. Some dang jabroni from England brought them over to the States in the 1800s for some reason. Assholes. Cowbirds are parasites. They don't build nests. They just lay their eggs in whatever nest they come upon and call it a day. Sometimes cowbirds smash up the host nest eggs. Asshole cowbirds. Okay, next. The 5-gallon bucket that had the horseradish growing under the grapevine that had 3 wren eggs plus 1 cowbird egg was fenced off so my dog couldn't actually get to the eggs. She was very curious, of course.
Egg.
Egg! That's how she said it. Weeks went by. I continued checking on the eggs until one day they hatched. The wrens first, the cowbird was last to hatch. I was so angry at that little baby bird. I continued to check on the baby birds. The wrens developed much faster. There they all are. Oh, they're so ugly. Mama wren was far gone. The baby wrens had left the nest. The cowbird was alone, and I was mad at it. Parasitic bird, you're not even supposed to be here. I continued to check on the baby cowbird. I started to identify with this little stupid ugly baby bird. And then here I say, is this me? I figured enough bugs and seeds were around for it to survive. I had been so angry at it for simply existing. Ew. We were both just trying to survive in a place we didn't ask to be in. I felt bad for it. Baby cowbird started fledging. I was proud of it. It had made it so far with no guidance. It didn't ask to be born. I didn't ask to be born. There's a page missing, it's fine though. I didn't ask to be born. It didn't ask to be born. Then I'm crashing out on the lawn with my dog. I don't think Coco asked to be born either, but I'm very grateful for her. She's like farting in the grass. I saw Coco alert. The baby cowbird had been attempting to fly once again, quite loudly. No matter how much I called to her, she ignored me. As far as Coconut was concerned, it was just her and that bird. And then, just like that,
Oh no!
the bird was gone. The end!
Okay, that was great. I feel bad for kind of racing through the slides because the pictures were fantastic. Okay,
Okay.
so next up, Melissa, Lisa, you're both doing one for where Frey
For what Frey was?
Yeah. Who wants to go first? Melissa, because okay. So, Vivian,
Is a cunt.
is any good curse?
It's a term of endearment. Vivian is a cunt, so this is a zine about obsession and sometimes rumination. Oh, okay, you got it.
I'm trying to find her.
Okay.
It's 23
No, I
minutes.
forgot we were doing a live stream.
Accessibility, or some long of it.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry. No.
Oh, no, not on her screen.
Except not suitable for
Go
children.
away. Now,
Yeah, the little ones won't be finding it. Even if they did, it'd build care.
okay. We're good to go. I'll probably forward some of these. Okay. Not the title.
Vivian is a cunt. Okay, a zine about something.
Oh, and then you want. That was your intro, Melissa, I assume? I'm trying to give everyone a chance to like intro themselves.
Oh, my name's Melissa. I work with the UnZine project with the contributors paper, but also I just love zines and I write and I do art.
Good best.
The best, I don't know. Okay, thank you. Okay, my friend and I named our brains so that we could talk back to them when they're being assholes. Mine is Vivian. I think she named hers Timmy. Very fitting, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you should write about it. If I write about it, I won't have any strength left in my muscles to scramble my eggs later. I do not like you, and none of this is real. It's a good thing you can't see inside my kitchen at night, me sharing a false sense of connection with you. I felt your dirty hands wrap around my waist. I have all my clothes on, and you made prepackaged muffins, blueberry. My secret smile, I have to constantly swat at. I would blame you for the malaria I have tucked away in that tiny pocket of my denim shorts. It's a good thing you can't see me today, hugging my coffee, feeling like I could match the heat that I think I want to feel against me. You are the itchiest tag on my cervical spine, and you do not feel safe afterwards. When you're choking me from across the room in secret, I'm not as disgusted in the moment. There's that room. You'll never hear about the part where I broke my fingernails digging and burrowing into the sand in the Gulf of Mexico. I tried to actually run you out of my body. You fought back this time in the form of waves spitting back into my mouth and choking me again. The running only shook you up inside my body more, where you landed like snow globe filler on different tendons and my soon-to-be last nerve. I thought this freedom would follow me back. I was right up against your face. You do not see me, but you just woke up and your brain doesn't tell you to remember me. I do that. And it says, I know you just woke up, but have you started obsessing about me yet? Love, Vivian.
Love Vivian.
Love, Vivian. This was supposed to push you to the back, but all I can think about is how the desperation in their eyes matches mine. That's me watching Sweet Mom 2 Not lying at all. Just trying to think about something else. I keep saying you don't get to witness these explanations from me. This process, but I give it away freely to anyone, a front row seat to my participation. Frozen and raw meat that just sat itself on the counter, thawed itself out in the shafts of sunlight. In parentheses, it says my writing is dumb. Nothing even, just strips of soft red protein bleeding into a winter as inconsistent as my punctuation. And I am always prepared for winter. I have been a willing participant up until now, and so I just scream it out loud every chance I get, hoping you will catch on. I know you will never catch on.
Yeah, I don't think you have the slides for this one.
No, Melissa sent me those.
Okay.
Yes.
We had someone drop out, so Lisa will be reading another zine, and Melissa will also be reading another zine later.
Oh, okay.
Let me just download this right now. 53. Go away.
You need to see the front page.
Oh, yes.
Here it is.
Let's just choose. Yes. Okay. There we go.
Wow, that's interesting.
And let me. Okay.
That's good enough.
I can type something over. Are they ready?
Yes.
Okay.
My name again is Lisa Abel. I wrote this one and did the graphics myself. Look at the birds, pink and reptilian, snaking their necks downward into the fire and the salt. We are the pink of birds, hungry for life. Searching for flecks of our ancestors' blood under the magenta moon, their wings unfold and then embrace me with the boiling air. Tiny feathers down amongst the fire and the salt. The ground is heaving, shifting. She is a great cracking open. All the souls flee up out of her fissures. We are the pink of birds, swifter than thought. The bones of my mother's child fall into the fire. An ancient child falls like a hologram. On her way out, she is screaming for life. The bones of my mother's child fallen down, 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 down into the fire. I am a collection of mineral and salt in search of the flecks of my grandmother's blood. So I call on my mother before her, and 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 my great mother, and our mothers before her. Mother of strength. She was the one who beat the dragons away from Brianna, whose bleeding womb drew nature's creatures from their fissures, hungry for life, down amongst the fire and the salt. Her tangled mass of filthy hair, her close-wrapped leathers as she licks her baby clean. The heat of birth upon the land, the bitter freeze in the wind. The flurry of pink, flecks of my ancestors' blood down amongst the fire and the salt, spilt as she beat the dragons away from her young.
your mythologies?
No, that's my personal mythology.
Okay. Well, I was curious because there's a lot of, mothers and mythology that feel like.
Yeah, right.
Yes. You're drawing. There's echoes there. I like it.
Thank you.
Okay. The one and only John Sewell, our landlord.
Yeah. But it was like affected all of And I was like, I don't love that genre.
And no slides at this time, correct?
There.
Dawn, are you gone? On here? Okay. Well, in that case, we'll be moving on to. Oh, I have Melissa next, actually.
I'm taking up way too much fucking space.
Take up space.
Take up space. I'm okay. This is it.
Okay. Just make sure to find yours. So, the other one. This will be.
It passed over the.
Unlike Justice?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Oh, I hope John feels bad. Okay. Go ahead, Melissa.
Okay, this is called Unlike Justice. I did not write this. Mike Riley wrote this, and he's a volunteer contributor. I did take these stark and impressionistic photos with a Olga 120 medium format. That was really fun. Okay. Yep, Mike R. Okay. When I was a kid, Tom the Bum haunted my corner. I never saw anyone speak to him. He was sleeping on the basement steps of the bowling alley. When it burned to the ground, my mom took him to his service. The preacher made 3 of us. Thing is, we showed up, but perhaps a little late. How do I make you feel? Do I frighten you? Do I anger you? See above? Do I arouse your pity? Do I make you cross the street? Thing is, I don't know you, and you don't know me. We share things, though, a common humanity for one. You poop, I poop. Though I suspect yours are more often more comfortable. Corn cobs and newspaper. Thing is, shit gonna happen. Ever make a bad decision? Ever? Consequences are a bitch, aren't they? Are they? Some were cocktail party anecdotes, some were a stretch. Thing is, unlike justice, fate sees just fine. It's impossible to learn the things you think you already know. Addiction, insanity, inertia, pretty short list for the universe of human possibility. But don't look too close, you might see yourself. Thing is, you know less about me than I do, and I know precious little. I did a thing once that everyone seems to want to do. It sucked. If you grab the brass ring and notice it's pierced through the nose of a rabid dog, you'd be wise to let go. Thing is, though it makes it easier to bear, life isn't about ease and comfort. Have you fulfilled your dreams, accomplished your goals, or maybe reset your sights to find small satisfactions in your available reality? So it's just a matter of degree then. When did you last laugh so hard you cried? Thing is, dogs feel more joy than we do. I know, pretty dour. But you don't lose if I win. Are you reassured by your heel in my throat? Could releasing the pressure heal us both? Could we click our heels together and find a way home? Or stay down at the heels and never alone? Thing is, I'd rather torture a metaphor than a human. How does the weather affect your plans? How many layers do you wear? Me, all of them. Was a time when they hung in a closet, a walk-in closet. Now I'm a walking closet. Thought for a while the wind blew only one way. An ally at my back. Thing is, how much do your plans affect the weather? Do I enjoy a cold beer when I can afford one? What do you do with your paycheck? Do you savor a well-crafted Poulini Malfroche? Did I get it? Do you savor a well-crafted Poulini Malfroche? Invite me in for a glass. Yes, do. We can exchange tales of triumphs and ill-advised adventures. Where we are, inevitably, the heroes. Thing is, everyone enjoys an escape, however brief. Do you know what an empty bell sounds like, feels like? Not the one that drives you to find a handful of peanuts. The ache that makes you feel vulnerable and invincible at the same time. when you have only one goal. Thing is, desperate people do desperate things. What do you think you need? What do you think you deserve? Take one less bite today than you did yesterday, and the same tomorrow. Would you miss those missed bites if you gave them to me? Thing is, you are both stronger and weaker than you think. The time has come, the Walrus said, to talk of many things, of who's a ship, who's stealing stacks, and self-appointed kings. And if you buy the lie of tribes, the problem lies with you. Because what I have and what I don't could be your future too. Goo goo goo. Thing is, I am he and he is she and she is me, and we are all together. Ha ha ha.
I wish that Mike were here so I could congratulate him.
I know, Mike. He's a perfect, I guess.
I've used this compliment before, so sorry if this sounds. I think it's about your work too, actually. But it's a hammer to the face that everyone needs. I think it's this about your work too, so I'm just going to repeat myself. So sorry about that. It sounds like a stock phrase, but it's a hammer to the face that everyone needs.
Oh,
So I like to
yeah.
just go bark like that. Okay.
I think it's short.
Next up is, well, certain people need. Next up is the one and only John Holmes, the better John.
Yeah.
Okay. If you'd like to introduce yourself while I'm holding up the manifesto.
Yeah, my name's John. I'm a new media artist, and I made a fledgling organization called New Media Nashville. And what I'm going to read is basically its founding document. You'll see when he pulls it up, it is called A Manifesto for Cultural Transformation through Experiential Design. And my sort of unofficial subtitle is How to Save the World. Let me know if you have it up.
Okay, found it. And download it and record. Okay. All systems go.
Last thing I'll say is I made this last April, knowing that I will need to remind myself what I was thinking at that time. And I actually haven't read it all the way through since sometimes I do have to come back to this and sort of remember what the beginning of it was. Okay, so like I said, Manifesto for Cultural Transformation through Experiential Design. Hopefully that will make more sense soon. And the first quote after this is, information holds systems together. Honor, respect, and distribute information. And I'll just go straight through to the premise. So this is the premise of what I want to do. So art is not a commodity, culture is not a mirror, and technology is not the problem. Technology reflects the system that produces it. If built to extract, it will extract. But if built to connect, it can transform. Paradigms seed systems. You can't think your way into transcending a paradigm. Experience is the crucible of transformation. To shift a paradigm, you must have an experience. One that disrupts the ordinary, rewires your perceptions, and opens a portal beyond the system. Cultural transformation begins in experience. And these are these are the leverage points to intervene in any system. Starting at the bottom and ascending in their sort of effectiveness. These are the things that you could try to change in any system. You can start with numbers or buffers, structures, delay times, balancing loops, reinforcing loops, information flows, rules, self-organization, goals, paradigms, and finally transcending paradigms. That's the most effective way. Following this are the principles. Oh, I think mine got out of order too. But go to principles might be next.
Principles?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after that, these are the next page. These are the principles. Follow the feeling. If it doesn't move you, it doesn't matter. Design for disruption. Break the routine, misuse the material, point out the strange in the ordinary. Reveal the system. Expose the hidden logic. Design not just what's seen, but how it is seen. Collapse the boundaries between art and design, engineering and craft, audience and participant, etc. And invite participation. Design with others and for others. Meaning emerges through interaction. Now the next one is aesthetics. So the key elements of the aesthetics are interactivity, meaning design for participation, clarity, focusing on signal, not noise, embodiment, you want to center the body and engage the senses, and resonance. If it's true to you, it will be true to them. The next one is boundaries. We don't, and this is upside down on purpose. We don't wield the tools of transformation to persuade, distract, or control. We don't compromise artistic sovereignty to serve optics, metrics, or shareholder value. Finally, this transmission. We are not building a brand. We are building the world we want to live in. Each experience is a portal. Each product is a prototype. Each gathering is a spark. Each signal is an opportunity. Each design is an intervention to shift culture, not with spectacle, but with embodiment, and not with reach, but with resonance. Not for attention, but for awakening. In a world full of noise, we carry the signal. We disrupt the ordinary to address the strangeness. We reveal the hidden logic beneath the interface. We collapse the boundaries between art and design, mechanism and medium, audience and participation. We do not decorate the present, but we prototype the future. We are architects of experience, shifting the paradigm. We are just getting started. This is New Media Nashville. This was recommended reading for everybody. I just want to go to the final page. It says, you are not an audience, you are a participant.
Very good. Still agree? The next one I have up is Sean Keegan. We have Sean Keegan here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the slide.
Need to find it. And by night here for now.
Were you working in the school?
Did you say my name?
I was like, straight.
Anything you want to say about yourself while I'm still down with Sean?
Stay on the first slide and I'll give you the go ahead and go on the first slide. I did work with it.
Oh, you told me that. Okay. I'll change the window size as the page size has changed.
Okay, and this is the only one that's portrait.
The other ones are double pages like this.
Yeah.
That preschool version.
Here for now. Here for now, here for now, here for now. You are here for now. Take a breath. You are here now. It's yours, God knows for how long. At least for this moment, body present. Illusory desires yet to arrive. Nevertheless, we still have this. Flowers ascend from earth as I lay down to meet in the middle. A delicate balancing act. Give thanks for today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A simple win. Now take another breath. Repeat. Good, you were almost there. Feel it. Presence. Gratitude. Bliss. Cultivate patience, trust the process, even in seemingly no sign of progress. Are you the you? Are you the you that everyone views? Are you the you that paints the image of you on the screen? Are you the you that is writing the scene? Are you the you that is witnessing you see the world? Are you the you that woke up lost in a dream? Are you the you that speaks I when referring to me? Are you the you, the faceless observer, the very one in which you seek? Am I the I, observing, watching you behind me? The world at my door. The world at my door, hell at my feet, a lock in my head, in my soul the key. Man in the sky, God in the trees, love in the air, fury in the breeze. Dig down deep in the mud, unburied, retrieved. Step through the door, a new world perceived. Next level unlocked, new missions to achieve. Destination unknown, still presence brings serenity. Windows to God. I am a window to God through animated flesh. I seek an experience none like any other. This one is mine. I study in my corner, learn from what I see, tastefully listening to everything. God wanted a fresh breath, so God opened the window to me. Let new light in, one of many views in the tapestry of the world. I know my connection and role I've been appointed to be, receive, and play in it. I was given I, but this time around, what a delicate gift, riddled with questions, but answers everywhere I look. Thank you. licking honey off a razor blade, the double edge of life, both cutting and sweet. Is the sugar worth the blood? Thank you. This body. This body is a tool. This body is a vessel. This body is a gift. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This body is a loner. This body is impermanent. This body is alive. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This body wears its scars. This body learns I too. This body is my partner through life. Thank you. Thank you. This body is not perfect. This body is being its best. This body contains my universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. I am hand. Although I am not God, I am given a hand of my own. I am the hand that God would not have known alone. A hand as an eye to see the world, to see himself through me. Thank you. Time unfolds what you cannot. This one, I don't like this one sometimes because I don't want to believe it. And I put, can you go back to the,
Yeah.
As simple as it is, sometimes I have to trust time or believe in time or let time tell me what I can't tell myself in the present. Sometimes it's hard to see the words I have written and believe it, or sometimes I don't want to remind myself because I want to sit in my shit and I want to not remember that in times like this, something so simple could bring me back to where I should be, or want to be, or am already. Thank you. Zine Readings. Last night the wind stripped the last of the trees bare. Two stand naked with confidence for another season, so sure that they will be replenished, that they will give another round, that it will be worth the wait. For now they graciously accept the whipping cold sting, the sun playing coy behind matte shades. Seasonally depressed, but still remain. I sit, embrace the wind, the change, one and the same. Let my body adjust as my mind grows more resilient to the fall pains. Thank you. Down here, I see it all. Down here, it is so clear. Down here, the weight gently crushes me. Down here, it painfully makes sense. Down here, I cannot get any lower. Down here, the walls begin to cave in. Down here, I feel my fuel through the flames. Down here, I bear it for all to see. Down here, sacrality is no thing. Down here, there is no I, no need for me. Down here, there is nowhere to go, no place to be, other than descending. Night visions, the fly on the wall, the shadow's eye, the voyeur looking outward. Scenes observed, the images captured through a lens, hidden in plain sight. Spoken through a language, tactfully crafted, visions by night. An outsider blending in, I feel part of, only if momentarily, retreat back to the solitary temple where I study in private. My gift I give back to the world, each frame reflecting my appreciation for the acting of God, playing each and every character I adore. Thank you. We get past this one. I got 2 more left. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you all. Find God. Went to find God, found I instead. Behind I found self. Inside self found the universe. Through the universe I returned back to self and found God where I first stood. He asked, who was it I was looking for again? Can you stay on the find God for one more minute? I went to find God and found I instead. Behind I found self. Inside self found the universe. And through the universe I returned back to self and found God where I first stood. He asked, who was it I was looking for again? Thank you. Return to heaven. To be in the now. Although I am here visiting, the self will always remain. In the eternal, exist in the world but not of it. True nature persists. I can return whenever I please. Not a place surrounding me, but found inside. Beyond superficial confines. Outside a narrow view of gaudy perfection. Heaven is now. The unrelenting present. As I step into the current, it sweeps me into eternity. My body still anchored in this game as I remember true reality. Acceptance of it all, thankful for this perspective. Heaven's gates are always open for those who remember the path back to them. Thank you. My name is Sean. I go by Vision when I create my art. And this is called Here For Now, a project I made last year. If you appreciated it or want to check out more of its details, it's all kind of like a vegetarian. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Next up, we have the one and only Rue Blue, who recently had the Divine Interventions Zine event as well, which was a great success, at least from my perspective. I don't know how you felt about it, but if you'd like to sort of introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. Great cheers.
Okay, my name's Rue Blue. I do have a zine project I started myself, but I got a really good team together, and so we're still working on things. This was the first zine that I made that kind of taught me how to make and format zines, and it's about the story of what sparked the idea in the first place. So we can skip over the first few things. It's just context.
What's the title of it?
A Shot in the Dark.
Good.
Are there more shirts?
Huh?
Are there more shirts?
I have some in my trunk, but I've parked at Gabby's, so it's a little bit.
That's a little suspect.
Yeah, I might like pull around if you want one.
After part of the Gabby's.
Yeah. Just parking lot.
In the alley? Yeah. We're gonna come in the alley. For lighting.
Okay. We are good to go.
Yes. All right. So you can skip through this and this. That's just context that I'm not going to read. And I'll kind of skip through the photo captions as well, but they're funny because I got really wine drunk that night to try to write them. So they get like progressively more obscene, which is nice. Okay.
Where do you like me to start?
Right here,
Here?
where the words are.
Okay, where the work is.
Yeah. Thank you. I keep saying I'm going to make zines. The first time the idea sparked was one day back in 2021. My Honda Element broke down over by the Flower Mart near White Bridge. The Flower Mart was just down the street from the therapist I was seeing at the time. I had always passed it and wanted to see what was inside. I love flowers, but it's placed in such an odd spot. I always pass it on the wrong side of the road. Too difficult to try to turn around or pass over a bunch of lanes of traffic just to see some flowers. I always wanted to. Then my car broke down, again, at the gas station beside the Flower Mart. It was almost 100-degree weather. Car wouldn't start, so I didn't have AC. A man came over to check on me, as most Southern men do when there's a woman with car troubles. He said to me, "Your car broke down? You're so calm. I'd be freaking out, crying and cussing, and you're just sitting here like everything's fine. Let me do something for you." He walked inside and got me a tall, cold glass or Aquafina water bottle, wished me well, and didn't even hit on me. Since I was going to therapy, I didn't have my kid with me. Thank God, right, because of the heat. This is the perfect opportunity for me to walk across the street and check out the Flower Mart. I didn't have any money, but I love flowers. I looked around and the employees kept checking in with me. I told them my car broke down and I was just trying to get AC, that I've always wanted to look around here, so I wandered. Everyone was so kind and welcoming, even though I was taking up space and I wasn't able to buy anything. I remember going into the downstairs. The setup reminded me of my Granny Linda. I wish I could bring her. I went to the bathroom there. They had this little 3-tier cart. In it, there was tampons, pads, panty liners, fucking scrunchies, hair ties, hair clips. Like they for real went all out for this little cart in this little Flower Mart to make people feel more welcome, to provide for the weird needs of the people going to the bathroom. I had to take a photo to commemorate the feeling. It was so kind. They were so kind. I loved the gesture. I stayed there for probably like 3 hours till the tow truck finally arrived. They wished me well on my way, and off I went. And there's the... I thought about the photos I take. I take a lot of photos of weird things no one else seems to notice. I do. I look around everywhere I walk, check out all of my surroundings. I see everything. Seems most people are preoccupied, distracted, looking at a screen, talking to someone, busy. No time to notice the flowers, the art all around us, every day, everywhere we go. That says, yes, someone broke in, but we are open. And they were closed.
I've seen things like that myself. The Chinese restaurant.
Okay, we can keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Those are just thrift store bears. Keep going. There we go. I take photos of the things I notice, what pops out at me, what should be talked about. Photos of stories, people, places, things, everything. That says testify, and you guys can read that. Okay, we can go next. I had never heard of zines. I never knew people just independently made their own magazines on their terms. I thought in order to be a writer, you had to work for someone, put your pieces in a newspaper, magazine, book. I've always wrote, but never for something. So I guess I'm not technically a writer. I'll give my baby daddy this. He really showed me a whole new world when it came to art, and it was nothing to him. I found some zines of his while cleaning a bookshelf. What is this? Oh, no big deal. My friend just made this tiny little book of his work on his terms. It blew my mind. A journalist, self-made. A photographer, self-made. Amazing. Sign me up. After the Flower Mart incident, I thought, I need to make a zine. I thought about titling it something like, God, what was it? Things that go overlooked. The things that no one notices deserve to be noticed too. Something along those lines. I like a long title. I remember hitting up my friend Eli. He made zines.
You and I would get along so well. I got some of the longest titles in computer history.
I love it. I think it's good. It provides some context. Okay. I remember hitting up my friend Eli. He made zines. He's got such good taste. I wanted to collab with him. We had a meeting and everything. He told me I needed to save my photos, print them out, etc. I got some photos together, showed him, showed the boyfriend, etc. Never printed them, dropped the idea. Life happened, no time. This one says, what was it? Hard times and misery was on the front of that RV. It was pretty good. Okay, one can scroll. I love that. Yeah, I found that at Gas Lamp, but you can keep scrolling. That says, I'm in a shitty situation. I like that. Okay. And then when I was a kid, my mom loved to take photos. She always had a disposable film camera, always wanted to commemorate a memory, pose. She always wanted me to pose, to smile. Her photos were good, some of the best I've ever seen. She made me love taking photos. They're a reminder, a memory, a story, a person, a place, a thing. They'll take you back to that exact capture moment, good or bad, pretty or ugly, captured. And that's me and my sister and my brother. We can scroll. That's my little brother. I love unposed, unframed, unassuming, the real true grit. This is actuality. My dad got a digital camera for work to take photos of his patients, progress, etc. Just a little silver camera. I stole it, as I do. Started shooting. I was 12. Everyone else was taking pose photos. Everyone get together, smile wide, say cheese. I was taking photos of houses, trees, flowers, animals, people, myself. I loved it. My dad told me I had to stop. It's his camera. It's getting into the way of his work. Mom, I need a camera. Like, you don't get it. I need a camera. Single mom, early 30s, 3 kids to feed, working as a correctional officer at juvenile, child support, food stamps, missed payments, you get the gist. But Mom, I need a camera. She got me one, a little cheap white digital camera. It changed my life. I couldn't believe it. She bought me one. I'd take walks outside, stay outside all night, around the neighborhood. Everyone advised against it. We lived in a bad part of the city. No one ever snatched me up. I did see a gun pulled on someone, but that was one time, and who's to say he didn't have it coming?
I love this.
I take photos of the neighborhood to commemorate. This is where I live. This is where I'm from. For better or for worse, this is what I got, and I am grateful. Here are my photos to prove it. And those are little me. And then that's also Halloween style me. They scared me and kept, every time I locked the door, they just kept unlocking it. So my mom got a really good one on that. I had a little white camera until a junkie girl I was friends with when I was a junkie stole it from me, as we do. Mom told me not to lend out my things. I could be a bit of a doormat. Now I'm without a camera, but I want a new one, a better one, a fancy one with like a real lens and a pop-up flash. Freshman year of high school, Christmas, she got me my fancy camera, $400. She had never bought me something so expensive by a long shot. I was obsessed, and then I shot till I didn't, and the camera broke, and then I stopped. And those photos that were taken with that camera, way back in the day, that's my brother and sister, and you can scroll. I take iPhone photos, but it's not the same. This is my mom. And it says, this is my favorite one. It says how I kept her from killing him, and I mean that. And we can scroll. That's some more. This is where some bachelorette girls broke the sink at 2 Boots and thought that I didn't know it was them. And this, it says, if y'all don't move that dresser, your papa is going to burn it. And okay. My parents got a divorce when I was young, messy. We were living in bad conditions at my dad's. We told my mom she needed proof. Her attorney gave her a film camera, told her to get photos of the conditions. For reasons I'm obviously not going to state, my mom got photos of the conditions, took them to court, gained full custody of us. She used that camera. I remember it being in her hands. I'm not sure which of her photos were taken with that camera, but she never got rid of it. Last year I wanted to take photos again. I've barely messed with film, but I found some cute little $7 point and shoot cameras and decays. The photos came out bad though, as you see. That is my baby daddy's dog chasing me with my son's bat, which I thought was really funny. We can scroll up. I wanted a film camera. I can't afford that, nor do I know how to work any of that. I went to my mom's to vent. I was upset, unrelated. But through my mess of emotions, all my mom heard was, "Mom, I need a camera. Like, you don't get it. I need a camera." I didn't even have to say it. She pulled out a bin from under her bed and handed me the camera. The camera. She said, "You can't have this now. I eventually want this back, but you can use it." But obviously I'm not giving it back, as I do. I started shooting. I had no idea what I was doing. I ruined half of my first roll from just opening the bag. I had my shit set to 1000 ASA or ISO, as I've come to learn now is the right term. For every photo, it was exposed to 1000 until finally Michael from Artifact explained to me I was doing it wrong. And that was actually from Gabby's, the burgers and fries place right over there, right? Very cute, very cute. We can keep going. I became obsessed. People, buildings, construction, graffiti, churches, cars, music shows, art shows. That says, "Yo, they let us into cheap one for free." These are good. These are from different art shows, and we can scroll. The captions on the ends here, they get really good, but I'm not going to ruin it for you. Okay, we can keep going. I started trespassing on properties, getting tornado damage. Sorry, you're fine. I started trespassing on properties, getting tornado damage. I couldn't stop. I'd drive all around the city, park and just walk, and go through alleys, on construction sites, on other people's property. Scroll. There's a bunch of tornado damage, which is crazy. That one, actually, if you go up a little bit, that was my old house. So the tornado hit and it took out the whole. It was bad. It was bad. Okay. And then we can, yeah. I have to capture it. It started to help, my thoughts to stop. I've always been one to wander. In autism terms, they call it eloping. I elope. I get bored, anxious, or unassuming, and you've lost me. Where's Rue? If I have my camera, I'm capturing something. There's a reason I'm wandering the streets. Don't mind me. I started running through film. At one point, a roll of film would last me 2 days. 2 days of roll of film. A cool roll of film is going to run you around $13 to $20. I like the $20 ones. There's one brand. Goddamn, I love the effects it leaves on my photos. Getting my photos developed cost me about $40 per roll. I would get 2 copies of each print. I wanted to pass them out. I thought if I would take photos of businesses, maybe they'd buy them, hire me. I don't know what I wanted. We can scroll. That's some more photos. And then that's running about $60 per roll. That's expensive. I am also single mom, disabled, unemployed, on food stamps. The cycle of poverty repeats itself. I did some girl math. From the start of me taking photos again around a year ago, I have spent $1,920 on film and prints. I do not have the resources like that. I just got into a house, can barely afford rent. I can't keep up with this, not nearly to the degree of what I was. I haven't been able to get photos back in close to 2 months. I still owe my last invoice. Can't get film, ran out. 2 rolls still sitting in the bottom of my purse waiting on something to happen so I can finally put my work to good use. I have to showcase my photos. I have to put them out. I have to write. I have to break the cycle. I have to make zines. I do want to say that I wrote this January 11th, 2025. So since then, I stopped getting a bunch of copies of prints of my photos so it doesn't cost me that much. And I ended up getting a grant. And because I got the grant, I was able to format a bunch of different artist scenes and create this whole thing. And eventually our next steps is to move out of zines just a little bit and do an actual big magazine. And then I'll have submissions open for that. So when we get there, if you guys want to be a part of that, just let me know. Thank you.
Next next we have Lynn. Would you like to introduce yourself, Lynn?
Yeah, do you want to pull up a picture? Just Google it, mushroom lab. That would be perfect.
Huh.
Hi guys, I'm Lynn. I'm part of the Reform show at Zine Nashville. You guys may be familiar with it. They have a spoken word coming up last Sunday of the month. I highly recommend you check it out. They did a zine workshop, which was great. One thing about the workshop was they were doing a lot of singular, one-time, single copy zines. And I spent my early zine career doing so many of those. And I've transitioned into doing photocopy zines. I want to like mass produce and distribute them. I print them at the library so they're free. I've been working on a series that I'm really proud of. It's horror, sci-fi, dystopian poetry, all written in first person from extremely sick people. And so I wanted to share it from that series. The year is 2032. Donald Trump is president and human meat is back on the market. This is my own personal Chernobyl disaster in the year 2032. Destroy after reading. If my calculations are correct, the year is 2030. You are entering the planet's final winter. Now is the time to act. A sick man has access to the American nuclear arsenal and plans eagerly to ignite the world in flames. The coral, the fish, the whales, the creatures yet to be discovered by man irradiated into oblivion. The forests burn. They don't ever stop burning. Citizenship is earned in body counts. Resources are being distributed in such a manner to cause maximum suffering. Television is the best it's ever been. It's not too late for you. I am dying. The final cost for a massive breakthrough in my research. I successfully sent a paper parcel back in time. However, the components I salvaged to build my machine were more damaged than I had hoped, as damaged as I feared. I knew it was a gamble, but I am an addict. When the device went off, it released a massive quantity of radiation, the telltale blue flash. I won't explain the machine. It is best to focus on your own work. You must stop this nuclear disaster from happening. Not my disaster. My disaster is a paradox. I realize now in writing this, if you'll allow me a moment to lament my fate, that I am the wrong woman for this task. I have no great knowledge of modern history, military strategy. I have never been good with my words. Mathematics, that is my purpose in life. That was my purpose in life. It is painful to live in this irradiated body. The world hurts. It hurts to live here. My brother used to say that, undomesticated man, failing to live in an uncivilized world. That's something I could never get him to understand. This world is sick. Of course, it's making us sick to live in it. This is not a lifetime built to nurture sanity. Now is the time of monsters. I will rig my machine to detonate upon delivery of this message. Maybe I should send it to an earlier date with clearer instructions. I am a scientist. It is not my purpose to answer questions. It is my purpose to ask them. What will you do to save the world? And if you cannot save the world, what will you do to survive it? Good luck. The covers are similar, but they're volumes 1 through 4 in this format. I'm working on a new one that's going to be in a brochure format, and I'm really excited about it. So, a brochure format. I'm really stoked. Now, I did introduce the UnZine, UnZine, we love them. The Reform shows, they call it Unfold, which I really appreciate. And my zine does. She unfolds. She's one of those little great, I highly recommend you guys play around with this format. The little foldy zines. I love these. They're so cheap to make. And I thought I would just share what I wrote. These are available for free, or you can pay what you want to Translate Nashville. That would be really appreciated. I went to my friend's house the day of this event, and I had been cat sitting for him when my cat passed away. And my cat was 10 years old. He's a sweet, sweet baby. And I saw the flowers that I had picked for his funeral bouquet. They came back. It's summertime now. They're blooming. And I thought, your funeral flowers returned, but where are you? And I sat down to make this zine, and that was rolling around in my head. And I ended up sitting down later with the collage, and I digitally added the lettering. And this poem just kind of came out naturally in that process. And so I would like to share it with you. Watch me. Pick the sweet joy from those final moments. Selective memories, flower petal promises we couldn't keep. The world ended. No one noticed. Except I noticed. I became no one so I could stand by your altar, noticing the sublime absence of your breath. I will not blow out the candles. I won't even exist. Thank you. Me so much, and I hope you never stop writing your weird little poems and distribute them like crazy. Apparently, we can get felonies for this now.
Thank you, Lynn. That was excellent. So, let me stop here so that I can take my emails off here. I don't think Michael's here. Michael, are you here? Great. So I budgeted until 6:30 for this event. Does anyone else have any things they want to bring up?
John and Salty Salt.
Oh, John. Well, John wasn't here before.
He wasn't.
You're here now?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Explain that.
Sam, can I plug events after?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, for visual aid, can you pull up a website? Or
Let me see if the Salt website.
yeah, that'd be great. Hope it works.
Salt. That's definitely not Salt. Does Salt have a
It
website?
I had to send it to someone.
Does Salt have a website?
It should.
Yeah, just try Googling salt.
I googled Salt Nashville. Oh, it might be sodium.
No, I think it is saltbakery.com.
Okay.
Just saltweekly.com.
I found it.
Is it?
Looks like it. Okay, we're mirroring that now.
Yes. Yeah. Can you go? Can you keep going down? Is that it? It's just looping? Yeah. Keep going. The one after this one. Ooh. Yeah. Get on this one down. Yeah, that's the one. Ooh, that.
Yeah. We'd like to introduce yourself and introduce Salt.
Yeah, Salt Weekly used to be bi-monthly. I don't know what it is now. Technically, it still exists. But I was going to do a reading called Salt Must Die. We Must Kill Salt. And it's about salt. And, well, the publication. Rename it, John. This is probably from like 2018 or something. So this was the whole idea behind the project was no one was really doing like a lot of like DIY printing at the time. So, but there are back issues here. If you want any of this, just take it and pay somebody else. Salt must.
You put a high value on your work, don't you?
Do what?
I said you put a high value on your work, don't you?
Well, we do what we can. Yeah. In this economy, salt must die. We must kill salt. The death of Salt Weekly will release into the timelessness a temporal expression, like grains from the shaker, like sands through the hourglass, counting seconds to parsecs. Let us impregnate each other's mind. The birth of Salt Weekly rehearses the symbolic sowing of the fertile earth, throwing us into the time travel, the longest year at 52 weekly issues bi-monthly. Will it be the year of our discontent, the year of an endless winter, dusting the varied landscapes, political, ethical, literary, something visual that's not too abysmal, expressional, impressionable, rackishly impress? If we maintain that in the pages of this sodium universe, 2 months a week allows us to slow the rates of decay and an effectual delaying of decomposition, can we preserve the mental as we do the physical? In other words, can we brine the mind? Like a utopian mirage conceived millennia ago to cure the dead flesh for consumption, let the ideal of the first factory pump us into production. The royal saline, the salt works. Born of breath of ambition and depth of pocketbooks, an enlightened dose of imposed rational geometric placement in an irrational world. But we live in their future, and we know the dosage can be deadly. In other words, can we mind the mind? These published extractions, sprinkled for a while, not far and wide, emanate from you, uniting production and consumption in a self-sustaining process of perpetual motion machine, feeding upon itself from the collective mind, re-injecting the ambition where the salt granaries overflow. Striving to avoid poisoning the wells, we can recognize the valiant attempt at a full circle ideal. Asses to ashes, silica dust to rust, all their resources could still only produce half the circle. We're going full bore, unsure and circumspect. Can we mind the mind? No doubt, mentally taxing, examine the gabelle, for heavy is the head who wears the crown, and even heavier, doing the mental crunches, processing how to suck a wet franc out of a block of dry-ass salt. From Kabbalah, are we esoterically secret enough to publicly approach mental insulinity? Can we tax the collective mind? Built on the shoulders of giants, casting stones at the Goliath, self-defacing, self-effacing, verbally defecating, right now, and most irreversibly self-desiccating. We pull the moisture from a saturated wet brain. Brain drain individually may take longer than a salt year, but if we go scene by scene, we just may be able to set the stage. In the first act, we reflect historically. In the second, we examine a contextual numerical basis for overload. In the third, we provide total detonation. With the igniter wire run at the time of birth, prepare for loss. Can we mind the mind? Maybe. But first, let us relax the mind. With a bountiful bounding through arithmetic enumeration, let's run the numbers. S. More words start with the letter S in the English language than any other. But we're not the first, we won't be the last, by design. We're the through product, helping to hold the position with an expiration for expulsion of expression, to carry the torch, letting us burn out. But S is not even the most common letter, just the initial spark. The award of most common goes to E, T, and A in that order. Enumerating one to ask of the 19th location, but what is the ETA? Countdown to burn down, 52 issues. This was issue 52. A, the ace in the hole in one. The hole in one, uniting the infinity of oneness. Exploribus unum ad nauseam. We are the one. L, 12 hours and a half day, but how many lifetimes in its half-life? Not really sure, actually. About as unsure as the 12 tribes celebrating the 12 days. Approaching the clock's face rotation allows us to examine the jumping off point for the expression of time, as well as the impression of traveling through it. One world's week may just be our bi-monthly two-moon passage. T, the 20th twist of tension. Tongue-tied terror turning the terminal. So at 20, what's the score? S, 19, plus A1, plus L12, plus T20 equals 52. We must kill Saul. 52? Can it really be so? 2 score and a dozen for the fussing. So who keeps it? And then you keeps it going in exploration in 52 installments, where the whole exceeds the sum of its parts, the whole expels the sum of its arts, like seeds dealt in space. One card at a time up the sleeve of the universe. The universal sheathing, scraped off the stars like bark separated from the tree ring assembly by the edge of a rusted draw knife. Are we saying we're the knife or the drawing? Curing the meat by shedding the skin? 52. Are we saying yeah to 52 or 52 factorial? Factually combined into an endless space claiming. Glasses, genre, and orders of magnitude greater than the stars in the observable universe. So which one is calling to us, pulling us into gravitational revelation? Knowing that in all the times of this known universe, we haven't even experienced 52 factorial Planck seconds since the Big Bang. So when we fizzle out, it's up to those gathering here with us to continue the seconds, first and last. Salt is dying because it must. Let's help send it home. The asteroid belt between the warrior Mars and the jovial Jupiter. 52 issues of Assault Weekly, strongly administered in a bi-monthly dosage, yields an orbital trek around the sun at 8.6 years. If a Mars year equals 1.88 Earth years and a Jupiter year equals 11.86, that puts us at the outer edge of the asteroid belt in a spiraling celestial silica cloud for a revolution. So let's be revolted. Let's revolve. 52 weeks in a heliocentric revolution, a solipsistic confusion shared with the other. We want to be the other within, to let the inside out. To make way, we must go away. But not before we take a piece of you with us and take leave of ourselves by ourselves leaving. After the revolution of an anno solace, like a space suppository, the participants must scatter the grains like dust, salting the solar system, the universe, the one turning the soil and turning the oneness, greater than the grains assembled, but less than the grains disassembled, revealing us to ourselves. Sowing the salt in now sacrificial, sacrilegious ritual, planting seeds where those before have sowed the salt. Are we too salting the earth, or are we salt of the earth? If you bury the grains, do you reap the crystals? Just spinning out into the nothingness, a cured terrain preserved like sand in an hourglass falling over itself. Let's lick it up. For it is our tithing, a salt duty to provide for the other. Who is ourselves in the end? We are the one in the 52. We are the bi-monthly week, the crowdsourced cure to the complicit corruption of conversation. All right, I'll stop.
I'm glad you came back, John. Okay, Ezra, would you like to plug some pluggables?
Yeah. Okay, before people run out, the Free National Poetry Library has a lot of events coming up, one of which is at 7 downstairs. It's a poetry reading. 2 of the poets are both traveling over 3 hours. This poetry reading might be for you if you like birds, labor unions, if you smoke American Spirit Blacks, or lesbian boyfriends, or if your peepaw has ever set your dresser on fire. And then next week we're partnering with Kindling Arts, which is a local big performing arts festival. Matt has curated a lineup of readers, some of which are in this room. Hell yeah. But we also have a writer's gym, which is our monthly free writing workshop. But because it's partnered with Kindling Arts, they do have tickets, but we've negotiated that we get there's free tickets, but you do still have to get the free ticket. Does that make sense?
You have to sign up.
So yeah, you got to sign up. There's the link. You can take a picture of it, or you can use this QR code. I don't know if I was wondering.
We'll turn on the lights. And we'll be able to see
But yeah, so local poets in the Alec, who's just a really great writer and an incredible performer, will also be one of the performers. He's a trans public school teacher, and you can just give him money. Isn't that cool? But yeah, this was really great. Everyone was beautiful.
Thank you. The Writers Gym is really cool, so you should definitely go to the Writers Gym and go to the readings. And thank you all for attending. Thanks especially to the readers, of course, for reading your zines. We hope to have more of these. We're looking to partner with UnZine, actually, and Poland maybe for some further work on that. Melissa, do you have any polls for the contributor or UnZine? Do you have any polls for the contributor or UnZine that you want to mention?
So we do. So I'm connected to the contributor, the street newspaper. I'm lucky enough to work with Melissa and Norma over here. And we have a zine bundle now. We just started, so we're mailing those out once a month. Would love to keep the cost down, but would also love to include one of your zines in the bundle. We did that with Lynn this month. So thank you, Lynn, for that, for creeping me out, scaring the hell out of me.
It's my pleasure.
But yeah, that's the only thing I have. Thank you.
And I believe there are some UnZines over there. If you want to get some, you definitely do that. Anyone else have any zines over there on that shelf?
Yeah.
Okay, blue has some then. Okay.
3 left.
Okay, great. So yeah, check out the zines over there. We'll turn up the lights.
Everybody say thank you to Samuel.
Thank you.